day two. Welcome back to the Success Path Planning Workshop for 2022. For the natural planners out there, myself included, often the challenge in planning is not coming up with a plan, but sticking with it. Which is why today we start somewhere that most planners don't bother with. We're going to look back and reflect. Now this might seem a bit odd, particularly for me, as if you know me at all, I'm an advocate for living in the present and looking forward, not spending too much time on the past. But the past is full of useful lessons, so it's worth giving it some attention from time to time. After all, there's the famous quote by philosopher George Santayana of, "Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it." That applies to us too. So today we're going to learn what we can about our recent past and how we can motivate us to achieve more and with more purpose in the future. As promised, I want to keep this planning task short and sweet. I've seen far too many people spend far too long on planning and never getting anything done, myself included again. This plan should help you do that, not hold you back, and certainly not take all your time. So in that spirit, I want you to limit yourself today on how much time you spend on today's prompts. Ideally, do this in the maximum 15 to 30 minutes. You can do this in as little as 10 in my experience if you are super focused. Set yourself a timer, then head to page 3 of the planner where you are going to look back and reflect on the last 12 months. On page 3, you have the following 5 questions. Number 1, what were your goals at the start of 2021? Write down any goals you had, what you completed and what you haven't completed. For the goals you haven't completed, ask yourself, are they still valid? If not, why not? What changed? What's stopping me completing the goals that are still relevant? Then, what did you accomplish in 2021 that you are proud and excited by? It is important to identify what excites you, by the way. If you're excited, you're more likely to be motivated to do the work, to understand why that's important to you. If you struggle, reframe the question to focus on last year. What did you accomplish last year? Then we move on to the third question. What went well and why? Look for things that are good habits, such as a new time management habit, a hack to get you out the door in the morning. Anything goes. Also note goals and milestones that you achieved that went really, really well. Start understanding why they went well. What was it about it? Then ask yourself question number 4. What did not go well? Again, why? Identify not just the what, but the why, because if you didn't have the motivation, the skills, the resources, or something else, it will happen again. Did it fail to light you up? Did you hate doing it? Are there places, locations that make you less effective? Are there people that stop you working hard or take all your energy? What are you procrastinating over? Then step number 5. What did you do that is wasting time and doesn't light you up? This one is one of the most important questions in the entire list. We all procrastinate, and actually procrastination is a tool that we all need. The key thing is that you are procrastinating from something. When you start cleaning, baking, playing online games, scrolling through Instagram, or whatever your go-to is when you don't want to do something, what are you actually not getting on with? What do you do that is repetitive and could be automated in some way? What could you delegate more? I love that final question because it really opens your eyes to what you need to let go of in this coming year. I would love for you then to share in the Slack channel for this challenge over in Leading Women in Tech one thing that you accomplished in 2021 that you were excited by, one of your answers from question 2 above, by the way, or if there is nothing you were excited by, and that's okay, as that's what we're going to change this year. Tell us why you think nothing excited you. That's it for today's challenge. I know it's very simple, very short and sweet, but it's super important for what comes next. Those goals and milestones that we'll be digging into tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is probably the biggest task you're going to get from me this week because you are going to be answering a lot of different questions. So take the time today, if you have any left over, to go through your answers from days 1 and 2 so you're super pumped and ready for action and fresh of all of those insights you've got so we can dig into your goals and purpose tomorrow.